Welcome to Empyrion Galactic Survival Alpha 10, and I thought I'd start by giving you guys a bit of an overview of this island which I discovered in the last part. This is where we're going to be building a base. I'm still not totally sure it's going to be completely defendable against base attacks, because I'm not sure whether we'll be able to shoot anybody who gets down into the water, but we'll sort that out over time. I mean, this is going to be very much the focus of this series, is to seeing what works and what doesn't work when you're defending against base attacks. And I also want to say a big thank you for all comments and feedback, guys. It's all very much appreciated, especially those of you who pointed out that if I call this Sentinel rear, it could trigger a drone attack. And of course, as soon as we start building a base, we're going to be attacked. We will deal with that. Now, the other thing I've also done is, if you look on my toolbar at the bottom there in position 5, I've already created a texture tool, simply because what I want to do is be able to texture as we go, something I've never really done before. But knowing me, I will probably forget all about it. And there was a base starter kit in here somewhere. Let me just check here. Yeah, there's a base starter kit. Just take the chainsaw off. And of course, before we can start building the base, I've got to do some unlocking. And we're going to need the fuel tank. I don't need a tier 2 just at the moment. It's going to be a very basic base. We're going to need a small generator. And of course, we're going to need the small constructor and the large constructor, because we need the small constructor to make the large constructor. I mean, I could make that in my hover vehicle, but I'm a bit worried about space and resources. We can unlock the cargo boxes. We're certainly going to need the ammo boxes. I'm not going to rush for the container controllers straight away. Certainly going to want the food processor. The fridge is already unlocked. Armor locker, not top of my list. Well, I mean, I don't really want to use small solar panels. I want to use the normal ones, so we're going to have to get to the large constructor to do that. I certainly would like the projectile turrets and maybe the sentry guns as a backup. As I say, I've still got plenty of unlock points, but the next step would be to build a small vessel. So I don't really want to consume all my unlock points on that, and I think that's about it. And of course, what we're going to need to do is start producing lots. And the other thing I also did off camera, guys, is I kind of thought about all the resources I left behind when I started exploring. So what I actually did off camera is I continued out here. We found an abandoned mine, which is going to be useful. You can see I skirted round under the these Xerex areas here, and so we got some medium iron and some medium copper here. So if I start to run short of resources, I can get out here. And you can see I came through here back to my Havoc rescue module. I picked up all the resources I had stored here, and then what I did is I came back via another route. You can see here I actually found another source of pentaxid here. I didn't search it completely, but I couldn't find any promethium there, well, beyond placer to be promethium on the ground. You see I came back through this Polaris base and found some more promethium here and some silicon. And we also found an Elder's Tomb. We will certainly be going back and visiting that. If any of you guys are not familiar with what the Elder's Tomb is, it's the location that's full of spiders, which I did in the previous playthrough. So we've got one of those to check out. I came through here. Now, you can see the route isn't particularly optimized. The reason for that is that the hover vehicle was very overloaded. So I had to literally spend time following the flat terrain, and I had to be very careful across water. I did get trapped underwater once. You can see I almost had to use this land bridge to get back. Getting through here proved a little bit of a challenge, and well, I finally got through here. I don't actually need that new marker, so we can remove that there. So we've now got another path here, and I've got a feeling this area is very much full of mountains, so we may need to use the less V to explore that. And you can see I'm now back to here. And I managed to come through the top part here. So I've opened up a little bit more of the planet. But more importantly, it means I've now got some extra resources for building. I think what we're going to do is just get everything underway. If I make about 60 concrete blocks, of course what we're going to need to do here is kick off what I need to make in here. Hopefully I will have enough resources. And what we're going to need, well, we're certainly going to need a small constructor. And I can never find everything now. Everything looks different. Where is it? And we're going to need a small generator for the base. Where's the fuel tank? That's for the SV. There we are. Tier 1 fuel tank. I was looking at that thinking it was a clone chamber. Never mind. We're certainly going to make that. And of course we can't make the large constructor, so we've got the small constructor, small generator, fuel tank. I think we'll make the capacitor, and of course we'll make the fridge as well. And of course what we're going to need is a couple of base cargo boxes, so we're just going to kick all that off and get that running. Now the question is, where am I going to build the base to start with? Let's just have a quick look. I'd like to put the core slightly underground. I suppose we could put it just about here. Fine. On this highland. Okay, let's just... Yeah, I think if we put it here, because what I'm thinking about doing is building a machine room. If you watch my Alpha 9 series, you've probably gonna have a reasonable idea about what I actually do there. So we're going to build like a core machine room and then build the base out from it. Let's see if that will... Yeah. I mean, I do like having my... Sometimes it can be a little bit difficult to see how far below the surface is. This is in the centre and the island goes over in a slightly raised position, so I think that will work. Drop that there. This is where it says your base is under attack. There he goes. I'm not sure. Obviously I may have to cut the video occasionally. Here we go. 42. Okay. I should have. Wow. It's not strictly necessary, but I don't like the core being down here all by itself. So, start with a bit of a cross plan here. Of course, I'm not too sure whether it's really worth defending the core too much now, seeing that the Xerax have this ability to get near and then just effectively steal the core from you, which to me is a little bit of a cheat, to be honest, but that's the game and you've got to play the game the way the game. So that should now, that gives me the central hub. It's about the right height above the surface, because as this drops off, this will gain height over here. No. Yeah, I've got. I'm just going to. And what I'm going for is 5 wide. Because technically, having a machine room that's 5 wide means that I should be able to have like a large constructor there, a pathway down the center, and then we can put the advanced constructor over there. Feel that. Wow, I've soon gone through those blocks, haven't I? This is part of the fun of building. That in there. Yeah, we can have the generator on one side, on the other side. I think we're gonna just get out of here. Out. Oops. Disorientation there. And I've got a bit more concrete blocks, so make it about another. I don't really want to use all my stone up. I mean, if push comes to shove, I will change to steel blocks. What have we built in here so far? And, okay. Wow. I basically have to do one thing at a time here. It's one thing I don't really like. Okay, we've got a small generator. I think if we take that, and we can put the generator there, and of course I can't connect to the... Oh well, we'll just have to do it the hard way. How big is that? Yeah. And we can get the fuel tank in. I'd be quite happy to have that. So we're going to have 1, 2. Yeah, I think that can go there. How big's the fuel tank? That's the fuel tank now. Okay. Yep. We got O2 tank. Not interested in the O2 tank. Everything just seems a little bit smaller than it used to be. But maybe that's just my imagination. Of course, we're going to need some cargo boxes. We can put that in. And at least we're not getting the message of death at the moment. We can... Right, what we got here. 16 kilo. Don't really want that. We're going to have to go for something that's really big, and I can hear something creeping up on me. I'm just going to... I think we'll just drop these. We'll stack those, because we're going to need to go too high for the advanced constructor as well. So that means we've now got the basics in place. I mean, it's all a little bit messy, but that's me building, I'm afraid, guys. No. Put you there for the moment, right? So that is going to be the base. And before we power up, how am I off for blocks? More blocks, okay. I'd like to get at least some defenses, or the ability to build things up quickly should I need them. So we're just going to come. Wait. Yeah, I think we're just along that side there. That should give you the size. And that should... That should give you... Put that there as a reminder that that is the edge. We can just drop that there. Of course, this is your standard blockhouse type core, which I think we're all familiar with when it comes to building. Just put that there. It means that should I need to put a roof on or put turrets up here, I can get them up very quickly. I think what we're going to do, guys, is I don't really want to build in the dark, so I'm actually going to come out of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sleep through the night. Should have queued up some stuff. Need to... food. Of course, we're going to need some power supplies. Fridge. Oh, the other thing I've noticed, guys, I don't know if you've noticed this, but the jetpack seems to be enabled when you first come in back into the game now. So I must wonder whether they've actually fixed that. Right, fuel, manage fuel. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. Ah. We've now got fuel. Get in here. And need to, you're going to be in and you're going to be out. And of course we've got no resources. Thank you, game. We're going to have to pull out some steel plates. Don't want to take everything out just at the moment. And we've got to take the copper. Oops, we'll pull up. And hopefully we will be able to connect to the base. Marker box 1. And what else do we need? We're going to need some crushed stone, some logs. Take the nitrous cellulose. We'll take the glass, and don't really need the plant fibre at the moment. Just whack that in there. I just want to get. I'd be whoops. I'd be very happy just to get the simple base defences up and running. More general, not small constructor. Right, let's get oh, there it is, large constructor. You get that underway. Are you going to build it? Because I haven't powered the base on yet. This is where we probably wake up the drone attacks. And of course I didn't actually texture what we got here. Let's just do a little bit of texturing. I'm at it. Yeah, a bit of a fail there, guys. Sorry about that. And brickwork. Actually, let's do the whole. I do like my brick walls, so. And if we do the whole blocks, it will make everything there. Oops. Yeah. Well, we'll fix that. Actually. Get this. So it may be a concrete blockhouse, but it looks a bit more civilized doing it this way. Actually, the beam's black. I hadn't noticed that before. Let's put the. Oops. Ah, messed that up because I didn't change. Take that off. So. Well, actually. Okay, back to brickwork. Right, that's all done. So it actually looks a bit like a base now, doesn't it? So we've now got this up and running. Actually, how much off the stone? Yeah, we've got 17 concrete blocks left. Really need more resources, but I'm just going to be happy to get a base that can defend it. So if we get a drone attack coming, we can take the opposition out. So that should be. And I think if we have one. Two. Put these on each corner like that, and the game is just going to full block, around like that, and that can go on the corner there. Just put this well. And that. And then what are we going to have on the roof? Want something, make it look a bit like it's actually a proper base. Take that off. I'll probably change it, but these can mark the potential gun emplacements. Not going to kill much, is it? Never mind. We built a. We'll do the connect drop onto there, because I don't have to worry about. I'm just going to drop that in there. Of course, we're going to connect. Actually, just going to do a quick auto group so I can actually find things. This is a good trick to do actually when you're building a base, and if you just auto group things from time to time, you can actually just see things. It means that you can just get in and out of things very, very quickly. What can we do in the way of weapon systems? Right, we're going to knock out a couple of projectile turrets. And of course, we're going to need ammunition. And I can't remember which one's which. I think projectile turrets are 30mm ammunition, aren't they? Huh. Was it 15? I'll build them. I'm pretty sure it's 30mm ammunition, the projectile turrets. And though I'm not sure why that's giving me 15mm ammunition, unless that's the sentry guns. It used to tell you what the ammunition was. I mean, actually, quick look. Does it still tell you in here? Oh. Anyway, we're just going to build it. We're not under attack or anything like that. Actually, what I do need is an ammo box. I'll make an ammo box in here. No. A quick check. Ammo box. Oh, we need a large constructor for an ammo box. Okay. There we are. So only going to need to make one of those, and you can see I'm already running low on resources, especially copper, so we're probably going to have to go out and mine some copper, but I want to get the base defenses up. I don't think I'm going to get much from there. In fact, what I could do, oops, about to leave the area. Okay, one thing at a time, one thing at a time. Our first projectile turret up. Well, these have got 360 degrees, so if we put one that way. I mean, I know it's not on a complete platform. It's overhanging a little bit, but eventually I'm going to extend the base this way a little bit for a living accommodation. So what we're going to have is a machine room here, probably actually a farm or something coming this way, depends on which way we're going to go. So eventually we will extend the base out this way. And this at the moment is very much about just providing the absolute minimal base defenses. Okay. I'm just going to get the other one up here. I could put one on that axis, but I think we'll be okay here. I'm just going to rotate that one out that way. So we've got absolute minimal defense. Of course, one way you can now find out what ammunition you need is if you come to main and look at your ammunition, manage. Oh, I've got no cargo. Ammunition box. Sorry about that, guys. Right, let's get in here. Don't really need the connection for this, but we'll do it anyway. I want to keep this space for. I mean, we could put the ammunition box in like that. I mean, wow, that's big. Yeah, let's put the ammunition box in here. What that means, I should now be able to. Yeah, we need 30mm ammunition. I'm not sure. Yeah, you can make 30mm. No, you don't make 30mm. Oh, that must be for the Gatling guns. I'm not sure why we got that unlocked though. Never mind. Yeah. Right, steel plates, nitrocellulose. That's pretty good. Gonna make about enough ammunition just to defend the base. And I'm just gonna break that connection now. We don't need it. I think I am going to go and core this now. I've got a core somewhere. I can't remember where I put it. Actually got a few more concrete blocks here. Nearly out of stone, so I have to go and get some stone. And I think what we're going to do is just fill in this gap here so it doesn't look quite so crazy. And that will give a little bit more protection for there. That's going to be okay. I will probably extend this a little bit further this way. Yeah, we're just going to put that there. This way. Obviously, if you don't point directly at things. Oh, no. Going to put that in. Take that off. Actually, I'm going to need it in here. I think that's going to brighten the place up a little bit, so that it isn't quite as gloomy as it could be. Right. Brick walls in. Then we'll just put the. I don't remember which steel plate I was using. Why can't I see it? That's it. Yeah. Ah, great. Oh, there is a fix for that. All we got to do is go to like that, and then turn that off. Go back to that. Put that back in. That in like that. Of course, underneath here. Oh no, because that's outside there. So it actually looks a bit like a base, even if it is just a steel box or a box. I can't remember what I did with the core. I've got the core here. What I want to do now, well, just grab this. Actually, before I do that, we better do the necessary cargo box 1, base ammo box. We've got 1400 rounds of 30mm. Base is powered up. What we will do is now come in here and power these off to save a bit of power. I will be working on the solar panels, but obviously we're going to have to start putting a roof on as well. And what we're going to do now is get down here and we're going to core this now. And to be honest, if they want to attack me now, that's totally up to them. And just like I can send stuff to the container controller. Somebody actually posted a comment and asked me what I did at the end of the previous video. What I actually did was you can see here, you can flip between the controllers here. If you put in a link like that, what it means is that when you come in here and gather stuff, come on, play the game, and we're gonna just salvage. I think what will happen is that what you actually collecting. Right, what was that? Oh, little lamp. No, that probably won't let me pick it up, even though it's technically crashed. No, well, come on. But what will happen then is whatever you recover goes straight into the hover vehicle. What I really need to do is get a wireless connection into the base so that I can do this, although strictly speaking I probably don't need it because I've actually done it. I mean, I could cut through some of this stuff here to save a bit. Oops, what we got here? Oh, we got a food ration. Must have been something in here that I didn't see. Okay, sheep, check guys. So we got benches, bunk beds, showers, toilets, a cargo box with a multi-charge in it. Okay. Oh well, it's not going to win any awards, but never mind. That's the way it goes. What we're going to do is just cut across here like this. Of course, by undermining like this, really could have done with some hardened steel blocks actually. You get some sathium, and what I'm just going to do is just undermine this. And then just pick that up. That's dropped over the edge there. Grab that. Looks like part of it's actually underwater, so we're going to have to do a bit of excavation because obviously the bunk beds and that must be below. Just gonna. I think I'll probably just loot this as I go, as and when I need resources. So we'll just pick up some more steel plates here. As we could retrieve the shower and the toilet, and there's the bunk beds. Put that out, and that. What we got here? Oops. Oh, we got jetpack boost. So there are a few treasures buried in here somewhere. Anyway guys, I'm aware that this isn't the most exciting things to watch, so we've got that there. We've got our base up and running. I need the resources to break that connection. I think what I will do is definitely put a wireless connector in here. We should be able to put one behind. Actually, we should be able to make a wireless connector in here. Where is it? Yep. I think it'd be useful to have one, and we put one over the back here. That should be okay. But I mean, it's a small start, and we haven't been attacked immediately, which is encouraging. And I could, well, we'll at it. Let's just how much have I got in the way of steel? That one here. Okay. Some ore. Oh, we got a fridge which we can up. Do I want to put a fridge in here? No, I think I'm going to keep the fridge for the moment because I don't need it because I've got it the capacity for. And I'll put the fridge out once I've actually got the items. What I am going to do is artificial mass box. Yeah, we don't need those. I think we're going to make some steel blocks. I'm going to make about 60 of those. And what I should be able to do is come in here like that. Yes, I know we're on both sides actually. Okay, let's just do it the opposite. Why won't that let me? Okay. Base cargo box 1 layout. I think having the wireless connection is pretty important. Get that in the back there. That means now what I should be able to do is up there. What's that do? Cargo box. That should do now is give me the connection to the hover vehicle. Put that furniture decor stuff in there. Wooden planks, medium. Leave a little bit of iron there. Probably actually put them all in. Computers, electronics. Just want to hang on to a little bit of resources for when I go out and about, so we're just going to get that. So we got a little bit to get going with here. Everything's up and running, and have a check. Yeah, we've got. I mean, I've got another portable constructor, so we're okay. I think steel's probably going to be easier to get than stone, but actually, no, I think we're. Yeah, I think we're going to put the accommodation block out here, and we're going to go for a steel type floor. Yeah. We're going to mix and match some of the resources. Ow. Yeah, don't really like that with the grass coming up. Well, that's going to be a bit of pain in the neck. Yeah, that could be annoying. That's going to annoy the heck out of me. So, oops. Just going to do this. Also just noticed the time, guys, so I'm just going to do this, and then this is where I'm going to wind the video up. And what I'm going to do is come in here, and we're just going to cut the grass a bit. I mean, it's going to mean there's going to be a hole under the base, but it's going to be a lot better than having the grass come up. So we're just going to a little bit more. I think that's going to get rid of the grass. Going to get me a bit close to this water. I think I can still build a very basic accommodation block here. We may need to put a defensive trench here just to make sure that no one gets in against us. Yeah, I think we'll use concrete blocks here rather than the things here. Still blocks again. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go out and collect some stone, I think, which will probably be the focus of the next part, and then to get the resources to build this base out. Then we'll lay a concrete floor out here. We'll have an accommodation block here coming out, probably with windows going that way in that direction, or we could have windows on all three sides, I suppose. This is where I'm going to leave it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.